What's going on, Black Hollywood Live family? Grab your plates, grab your cups, because it's time to get served on Being Mary Jane. Nobody move. We never admitted to being mannequin challenge masters.
Right.
We're Black Hollywood Live hosts, okay? Yeah. We leave that stuff to the pros.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Welcome to Being Mary Jane on Black Hollywood Live, season 4, episode 5, Getting Served. Mm-hmm. You know, it's moving so quickly, I can't keep up with the seasons. Happy Valentine's Day to my Black Hollywood Live family out there. I hope you're snuggled up with your bae, drinking something nice, cozying up by the fire, okay? But we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Once again, this is Being Mary Jane. Now check this out. On social media, make sure you interact with us at Black Hollywood Live across the board, BHL Online. And if you're on your iPhone, subscribe to the podcast and give us 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would give us 6, but we can't do that. Anywho, if you want to find me on social media, you can find me when sports and pop culture collide at So McCall Hall. And my lovely Valentine's-themed co-host for the night.
You can find me on Twitter at Sarah Lyons, Lyons with a Y.
Hey guys, happy V-Day. You can find me on Instagram at Paris Rose.
And I'm Tsahai, and you can find me at Say Hi Tsahai. That's SayHiTsahai on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter.
Now, here's the real question. Who's your Valentine?
I don't have a Valentine. Myself. Make myself annoying.
We all have Valentines, and it's ourselves
Right.
first.
Right.
Love yourself first,
Yes,
everybody,
That's true.
okay?
Jesus.
I was going to say Jesus Christ,
Yes.
Jose Cuervo,
Cuervo.
Your mom or your daddy.
Yes.
They always love you.
Deasti.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. You know who's my Valentine? The Black Hollywood Live family. Each and every one of you.
Yes.
And with that, I want to shout out my Valentines on social media. If I shout you out, that means you're my Valentine for the night. Phoenix Moneypenny, you're our Valentine.
Always.
Always.
Quintessential 2, another Valentine.
Nice.
To the Omega, happy Valentine's Day. Dolores Turner, girl, happy Valentine's Day. Did I miss anybody? Paris Rose, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Hey, girl.
If I missed you, happy Valentine's Day. All right. So let's get into it. This episode was the episode I figured was going to come up at some point because we hadn't seen their family really show their face.
Right.
And now we have it. Hey, well played, BET, because you knew that Valentine's Day wasn't going to have a big viewership. So this was a perfect episode for a night like tonight.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Scene 1. Niecy and her friends go to the club.
Popping bottles.
Oh my
bottles.
God. Niecy.
As soon as I saw her, I said that money, all the money gone. Money
All
just
of it.
Money gone.
gone.
She's
just
over here
gone.
just treating
Like
her
money
friends.
penny.
Right.
I will say, Niecy looking good. This
Yes,
hair,
the
these
weave.
ensembles.
I mean,
It's okay.
everyone's
Makeup,
noticing.
everything looks
Right?
great.
Those
Everything's
lashes.
on
I mean,
point.
you guys have heard the quote, money will make you cute.
Money
Oh, yeah.
Because I know
will
some
make you
ugly
No
cute.
one is
people.
ugly until. Have you seen the Kardashians? And no one is ugly.
Money will help you out.
Money will
broke.
always help you. Yes.
Mhm.
But
It never
Niecy
hurts.
should not have been spending that money like that.
No, she shouldn't.
Just throwing it.
Yeah.
I mean, we already saw her by the car for Dante. Now this, it just was
Just not responsible.
Like
Is
running
no one
water.
paying attention to Niecy? Nobody.
No. So
Nobody.
her friends are actually paying attention, and they question what's going on with her and Dante, because she has these rose-colored lenses, okay, and on her Valentine's Day, right? She's saying that Dante is falling more in love with her and the kids, and her friends are like, girl, no.
Those are good friends, though.
Yeah.
They're telling her
Real
the
friends.
truth.
Yeah.
Those are
Listen,
real friends.
You're acting a fool, girl. Stop.
Do you think they
Yeah.
were being a little too harsh, or that's what
No.
she?
No.
Niecy needs
I
realness.
know she got a hard head.
No.
She doesn't get the realness from her family the way she needs to get it.
Right.
She's not getting the realness from Dante because he just wants money and a car.
Oh, she getting something from Dante.
And we all need that from time to time.
He must be good.
We're keeping it real here.
Dante got kids
Goodness
all over the
gracious.
place.
But I haven't heard anybody besides MJ really tell her the straight up truth.
Yeah.
And which was funny, MJ said, you know what, I'm taking a step back from this. I'm going to focus on these here ribs.
Which was perfect.
Yes.
What's surprising though,
Yeah,
because
maybe
she's so into this stuff. Maybe Lee has got her change her mind.
Yeah. So, speaking of ribs, and shout out to the new phrase, hookah for hookers. So while Niecy and her
for
friends were turning up, they
hookers.
were doing hookah, and it's called hookah for hookers. I didn't know that one. I gave up
Hadn't
rap
heard it.
music for 2017. I don't do this ratchet stuff anymore. I am a new person. But yes, MJ and PJ eat ribs in honor of their father because their father makes these delicious ribs, and they are officially homesick.
Yeah.
Yes. They got me hungry for ribs.
Where are you guys from? Real quick.
I grew up in New York. My family's from the Caribbean, and I also lived in Virginia.
Okay.
I grew up in Connecticut. My family's also from the Caribbean.
Woo, woo.
I grew up in Nebraska, but my dad is from Alabama, and he can smoke some ribs, y'all. Like, his barbecue is amazing.
Okay, and I'm from Seattle, but I've been in LA for a while. But a lot of my family's in Texas, so you guys get what it's like to be homesick.
Oh, totally.
Like, do you
yes.
guys ever crave like?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I crave Jamaican food all the time, and I can't find the right place.
Plantains, oxtail,
Jerk
rice
chicken.
and peas, curry chicken. It can go on.
I mean, you just
Even
miss
roti.
the home cooking from your parents. You know,
Yes.
it's hard to do it yourself.
My mama can't really cook, so.
Oh, that's all right.
That's gonna be
But
me.
there are so many places in Seattle that have amazing food, and the seafood is so fresh. But anywho. So
But question, do you think the ribs were symbolic for something else? Like, it was a whole thing, like
About
with the
the
sauce.
ribs, yeah.
Like, I didn't expect it to be a storyline throughout the whole episode. So
Yeah,
I was
like,
like,
very
is this
true.
I
symbolic?
feel like it brought them together. I really appreciated to see that relationship between her and PJ.
Yeah.
Like their family, even though their families in Atlanta, like they were there for each other.
I think
that was
just
sweet.
like I hate to bring up other shows and whatnot, but you guys all know that I covered Insecure on AfterBuzz TV, and there was a scene where this couch in Insecure
Yes.
was all broken down, but that couch started in the beginning of the season and went till the end, and it became more and more broken down. So
Yeah.
sometimes these little,
Exactly.
inanimate objects
Symbols.
become
Right.
very big in symbolism. But anywho, next symbol was the thoughts that show up and try to clown Niecy.
Child.
I just feel like the tables turned so quickly.
They were having a good time. They were doing
Right.
hookah, and then these ratchet broads show up trying to get free table service, which I hate that. 'cause
Yeah.
Look,
Why we join y'all? Y'all having fun.
Yeah.
I'll say this straight up. I go to work every day.
Right.
Okay. I make decent money, and if I want to get me a table, I'm gonna get me a table.
Okay.
Don't ask me to be in my section because I didn't pay.
Especially if
for
I
this.
don't know you. I don't
Yes.
know you. No.
But that's how the bottle table situations go. It's people think, okay, you must have enough to share, so I'm gonna try to get me a sippy sip
No,
too.
I go to
That's- I
work
know,
to
yeah.
provide for myself. But anyway, a fight breaks out because they
Yes.
start talking about Niecy thinks she's all this and all that, which is, in my opinion, a problem. If you come up on some money like that, sometimes you gotta just be chill.
you have
Yes,
to be
I
chill.
thought Niecy was actually going to be the bigger person when she was like, no, like calm down to her friend. I thought she was gonna say like, don't worry about it.
You thought she was
she
grown.
instead gets up. I'm like, no, Niecy, no. I know it's
Yeah.
hard, but that's what she should have done.
Bite
Yeah.
your tongue.
Yeah.
Especially you're in the limelight. People know who you
Right,
are, and people
enjoy
got their
your
phones.
night.
Like,
I would have laughed at her and been like, and that's why you out there.
Right,
Let me
that
go
would have
back
been a
to my-
better
Yes.
comeback.
Let me go
But I
back to
wish
my
Niecy
table.
had all that mouth for Dante when she needed it. I mean, we saw it later, but that's how she should have bossed up with him all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it take a little bit of life lessons to get your
True.
boss mouth right. But they put her out of the club. The bald-headed girl gets to stay in the club, and next thing
Without
you
her
know,
hair.
without her hair. Side note: she said that her wig costs more than Niecy's whole life. Girl, shut.
That wig was horrible
Because
too.
it came off.
I mean,
Came off real
If it
quick.
come out that easy, girl, you got that at the 99-cent store. But anywho, everybody on Twitter is blowing Niecy up.
Yes.
Black Twitter, white Twitter, everybody
All
is
the
giving
Twitters.
Niecy a hard time. Number one, was it justified?
I think that people were just probably disappointed because at one point they were here rooting for her and saying she'd been wronged by the police officer, and now they're seeing her showing out in a
Being
club,
ratchet and-
wasting the money, and then the fact that she told
Clap
them
back.
and said
Right.
how much money that she got. It was just there are
Right.
these
Class.
moments where
Wait,
I
she
want.
said how much money?
Yeah,
Yes,
she did.
that's why
Twitter.
the settlement was Like she broke the rules or what?
Yeah, she said she got
I thought-
150,000.
She
150K
said,
on
y'all
it.
mad because I had 150K
I
and
thought
you're
she was
broke.
talking about followers.
No.
not
Yeah.
money.
That's why she lost the money because you can't
Coins,
talk about
Well,
that.
I thought she had said something else, or okay, that didn't correlate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Niecy was, I always I'm looking for her to grow up, and I see these signs like when you see her with the kids, she seems so responsible,
Right.
and you see her at home with her family, she seems responsible. But then she does these childish things, and I'm like, Niecy, there you go again.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Dumbass.
I thought I thought it was realistic though, the Twitter backlash.
Yeah. Oh,
for
because-
sure.
So realistic because it's like these lottery winners that the black winners always waste their money. There's one winner who like bought her ex-boyfriend cars and things like that, and now she's broke.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is very realistic because I was mad at her too.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Or that one.
Some people are not, and this is a total side note, we're kind of getting off topic here, but I just want to say, if you were not raised and had the proper financial literacy training, it doesn't matter if you're given $1 billion, you're going to lose it.
Yes.
And I think it's important for everybody, and I would say this to our entire Black Hollywood Live family, get some financial literacy.
Yes.
And also remember, it's not, I think because people are trying to show out for other people and impress other people, but in those situations, you have to kind of be selfish and worry about yourself,
Yes.
what your goals are, especially if you have kids. Like that other lotto winner who has bailed her boyfriend out several
Yes.
times and has been spending all her money. She was on Lyons.
She's broke now.
And Niecy even said that she loaned money to her friends. Like,
Yes.
you can't be loaning money to people.
I died when grandma said, and your hair and your nails been done.
point.
I died.
You look fine. Has anybody seen the meme, speaking of Black Twitter, of Jay-Z, Hove, in 1980 something, he's got a high top fade,
Yes.
bunch of gold jewelry, and on the right side, he's in a very basic, probably Egyptian cotton, cardigan, something real fancy.
Yes.
No jewelry, and it says, on the left side with all this jewelry, he was worth 100,000, and on the right side, very basic, he was worth $500 million.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You don't have to flaunt it.
You ain't got
You
to
don't.
flaunt it.
You don't
People
gotta
don't
let
gotta
everybody know.
Yeah, exactly.
The people I know with real money, you think they was homeless.
Exactly.
Anywho, let's move on. So Deja and Mrs. Patterson go to a mixer for Jack and Jane. Now here, BET, you guys keep trying this, like the Great Day USA. Like, can they not get licensing for some of these
No,
things?
because it would cost them a lot of money,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, so Jack and Jane, if you guys don't know, it's actually a parody, if you will, a replica of Jack and Jill of America, which I'm a proud alumni and member of.
I've never even heard of that.
I love Jack and Jill. Okay. It's for the empowerment of the Black family as we move into the upper echelon of society. But Mrs. Patterson's trying to get Deja into Jack and Jane. And some of the little girls, the mixer, are kind of flexing on Deja, who is new.
I was about to say, we
BET.
don't
A new child.
You trying to pull this Fresh Prince stuff with us? You see the new one. Okay.
Yes.
So the little girls kind of flex on Deja, and they're talking about how your sister is this internet piece of trash.
Shame.
It's so sad that if you don't do something but your family doesn't, it's online, you immediately get looped
Yeah.
It's on you, yeah.
Back in the day, like if you had scandal in your family, I mean, it really had to circulate
Yes.
before people believed it. Now with the internet, it's like they can actually see the
Instantly.
mess.
Immediately, yeah. And it's interesting that they're making Deja like the good child, Niecy's the bad one, and then you have Mary Jane as also like the model daughter
Right.
in the family. So it kind of probably puts even more pressure on Niecy.
Niecy.
Yeah.
She's like, God damn,
I
everybody
just
think
keep
I'm a
messing up. Yeah. I just can't win,
poor
y'all.
thing.
Mrs. Patterson gets confronted by, I can't think of the woman's name, but her wig slowly more crooked.
Shifted a little bit.
But anywho, they just said, we'll have to think about it. We're not sure yet about Deja. So PJ and MJ see the mess online when they're in New York trying to perfect these ribs. I know MJ was ready to ish a brick. Okay, she's trying to get away from it.
She handled it very calmly.
So
She
well.
did.
Yeah. So I want to move to Nie and Dante. Okay. Dante starts acting brand new.
Niecy
got that car.
and Dante. Dante cannot. He's not there. He's not showing up because
But
he has his car.
Have you guys had somebody in your life that, you kept on saying, I'm done with you. We are done.
Oh,
and then
yes.
you let them back in like that? You were too weak. for them?
But when did she say that I'm done with you?
I think last season.
Not this season.
Last season, she never said she was done with him, but she was saying like she realizes that he's not there for the kids,
Right.
that he's not going to be the role model that she wants him to be, but she always takes him back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he showed back up when she got this money situation, and then he was
She
acting
should
right
be
with the
smarter.
kids.
I mean, I do feel bad for Niecy. I get that she was thinking, like, I want a father for my kids. And I get it. It seemed real to her, but come on, Niecy. But she's only 22.
But also, it's so interesting. Like, she has a loving family that's there to support
That's
her.
true.
Yet that's not enough. Like, the love from Dante is actually what she was more
Everyone
yearning
wants
for.
their own romance.
That's
a
true.
partner,
I know.
a lover.
Child.
I got a
But how did
question.
this happen? But she grew up pretty, like,
Yeah, upper middle
rich,
class.
upper middle class.
I mean,
Well,
that
good
just-
parents. Where's this ratchet lifestyle coming
It's just
from?
like ATL.
Think about
like
Rev
Nunu.
Run. Think about Rev Run and JoJo Simmons. JoJo
That's
is a
very
piece of work.
true.
Poor JoJo.
Yes.
JoJo is just, oh,
He didn't he get engaged though? He turned
He
his life
did.
around.
He turned it around. He's a dad now too.
He's got a
he's
child.
paying for his child with his father's money. Sometimes
He's a rapper.
He did try to have Team Blackout. I remember.
He's a rapper too.
So let's get into the production of Being Mary Jane. While I am indifferent with this whole new Deja, last year,
yeah.
I'm indifferent. But why in the hell have they not replaced Dante?
yes.
See, what
Because
had
if
happened
anybody needed
was-
to be replaced, because again, Deja's a child actor. We don't expect much from children who are acting.
Right.
Yes.
Case in point with Travion.
Oh, Travion.
And I'm
This was an emotional episode for Travion. That's what I'm.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like a
God, we need yes.
He had to have a
yeah,
lot.
Poor
of,
Travion.
rage.
He doesn't know where he
Yeah.
belongs.
okay, because that was rude. But why is Dante still on this show?
Dante is
the
terrible.
actor. He is so terrible. I don't know if it's the writing on the show that they're just not writing the lines the way he naturally speaks.
No.
But it is agonizing to watch this young man play
Yeah.
Dante.
It's clear that he doesn't speak like this urban type of slang,
Yeah.
and
Why
that
is
he's
he on the show?
forcing it.
It's not
He is
authentic.
forcing it.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Maybe they were short on options, or it was like a quick turnaround.
budget,
time.
maybe.
Here at AfterBuzz TV and Black Hollywood Live, we have a plethora of hosts and actors who are looking for opportunities outside of here, and we appreciate being here.
Call.
But if you need us, call.
Yeah.
I can give you
Dante.
names.
Mm-hmm.
Niecy gets served with papers.
Serve with papers that we never hear anything about afterward. I mean,
Those
I'm
are the
assuming.
paper,
Yeah.
the lawsuit.
Oh, I
Those
thought
are
it
the
was like an
papers.
assault something.
Oh no, yeah. That's it.
Okay, that
we
went over
each
my
missed a
head.
piece.
See, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She missed a piece. I missed a piece.
Oh, that was you violated your settlement agreement.
Yeah.
She violated the settlement agreement.
slow,
So the
y'all.
family talks about the settlement agreement, and honestly, while they're disappointed, they're not freaking out because she's only had the money for maybe a month.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, let's just
That's
reach in
why
that
they were-
trust
I
and get
mean,
it back.
I was wondering why they weren't freaking out, but they didn't realize she had spent the money.
Yeah.
When
I
they first
mean-
heard about it, I'm like, they're so calm.
Yeah.
But they're
they
thinking like in a
to
month,
know.
even if she blew 5,000, 6,000, they got it. They
Yeah.
can they can make up,
Yeah.
10 racks.
Yeah.
But 150?
No,
Yo.
ma'am. They don't
Okay,
have
so Niecy has to give back $150,000. She
Yeah.
doesn't have to give back legal fees or taxes, but the portion that she got in her hands that she was supposed to put in a trust, she has to give back.
Now I loved how the grandfather was like, "Look, we're gonna support you. Like everybody has done something wrong. We're not gonna, bully her this time like we normally do. We're gonna stand here for you." And it actually affected the grandma when she bossed up at the Jack and Jane
She
meeting.
sure did. She sure
Speaking
did.
of the grandmother, BET, while you should get rid of Dante, keep Mrs. Patterson.
Yes, but she's
Grandma
looking
is
younger.
on it.
Amazing.
She's looking good.
She's
She
looking
looks great.
so good.
She's all this
Great
energy and she's working it and she's
episode.
stepping up. Go, grandma.
I mean, the wig on point.
Yeah.
Nails looked good.
looks
See, that's where
great.
Niecy get it from.
Skin.
Oh my God.
Flawless.
She looked great.
She looks
Mind
good.
you, this is Suge Avery.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I mean that's not her real name, but she played the classic Suge Avery in The Color Purple in
Yes, ma'am.
1985.
I'm just making that connection.
Oh, girl.
That is her.
Yes.
That is her.
Yes.
She had the moves.
Yes.
She was the.
She was Whoopi's friend.
McCall, don't make that face. I'm just.
Give her a moment. Give her a moment
I'm
to
sorry.
process.
Oh shoot.
How long you been watching the show?
I was like, where do I know her from? I was really thinking that all this time. Like, how do I know her?
Yeah.
There's a game called Black Card Revoked.
Yes, in the shade room, revoked.
I think you just lost your black card on Black Hollywood Live. How the hell you not know that was Suge?
I know.
Okay.
She looked
Oh
the
wait,
same.
no. She looks the same, but she has aged
Totally.
a lot
Yes,
from then.
yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Well,
The
I
Color
mean,
Purple came out. I was a little girl. Hey, I was young.
You weren't
That was
even born
30
because
years
I wasn't
ago,
even
so.
born. and I'm older
Wait,
than
it came
you.
out before we were born?
What was it, 1980? Okay.
So moving on.
Wait, I gotta
I'm trying to
research
give y'all
this
some math at home to
myself.
do.
You have homework.
I have
By
to.
next week, I'm gonna give you a quiz on the show. We have a phone call from the woman from Jack and Jane, aka Jack and Jill, that Deja was not admitted and will not be endorsed. So here's how it works
Hot mess.
in those kind of organizations. Again, proud member of Jack and Jill, proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. You do have to be endorsed, okay? If we don't know you and know your people and know your background, we're not letting you in, okay? So anywho, Deja will not be endorsed because they have questions about her family. Mrs. Patterson's real disappointed, and Mr. Patterson tries to calm her down. I think Mr. Patterson's like, girl, we have so much more to worry about. Like, why are we even talking about this? But Niecy has to return all the money and then confesses to her family that she doesn't have any of it left. MJ and PJ have more sauce adventures. Again, the sauce keeps coming back
tired
in.
of the sauce by this time.
Yes.
What started bothering me was him putting his hand in the sauce and tasting and dipping back. I was like, ew.
Oh, you don't like that?
Double dipping.
No, that was
Use a
kinda
different
nasty.
finger.
And I'm not a ribs person, so I guess I didn't feel it.
You know you like some swine.
But that,
You know,
that
I like
brings
the
that brings
Caribbean
family
in you. I
together.
swear,
It
me
brings
neither.
family
I think that's what it
together.
Is that a Caribbean thing? You guys don't eat swine?
I think I grew up.
No,
I was
we
raised
eat
as a
it,
vegetarian for
but-
the first couple of years. So
Oh, really?
yeah, but I mean, I like bacon, but I never like if my mom made ribs, they were beef ribs. So I don't. I
Oh,
never.
I can't eat a beef rib.
I've never had a pork rib in my life.
Never.
I don't think I've had a beef rib.
I can't eat no beef ribs. They're just too big.
See,
Size matters, but not ribs. Girl, I can't have a beef rib.
But I mean, what is there that you like crave from your like parents cooking or
Right.
from your town?
My mom's mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Okay.
Amazing.
Dick's.
What's it?
Dick's, the place, the restaurant.
Goods?
Dick's hamburgers.
Oh.
Dick's in your
Oh.
mouth.
You're like,
Google it. You guys, Google Dick's Hamburgers Seattle. Thank you. The guys in Seattle, they call it Richards because they'll never confess to eating Dick's. But Dick's,
oh my god.
They call it Richard.
they call it Richards. But it's the best food. If you watch Macklemore's White Walls video,
Okay.
they actually shot the video for White Walls, Macklemore's video, on top of Dick's.
Look at that.
It's like a Seattle staple.
It's like a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that they give you like they say funny things on your hat and stuff? Is that Dick's?
No, that's Dick's Last Resort in Las Vegas, and I was actually put out of there because my mouth was too raunchy for that.
Wow.
I mean, like they were like, "You are beyond."
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. The things we find out.
I love Dick's.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Valentine's Day. So, only on Black Hollywood Live.
Mm-hmm.
MJ confesses that she needs a little bit of distance from her family. Were we shocked?
You
I
gotta
think it's
No.
helping her.
Yeah, I think she's always the one coming in saving, and then it comes off preachy after.
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
gives lectures and she's like, okay, we
Yeah.
know you're successful. We know you can't do any wrong, MJ. Just let me live my
But
life.
that surprised me when Niecy called her. She missed her auntie so much.
Yeah, so MJ gets a phone call from Niecy. Niecy has a breakdown. And it's like MJ knows that she needs more, but MJ is giving her the surface level, like, stay in school. Don't do
you
drugs.
got it. You'll be fine.
You're a big girl. Put on your big girl pants.
Yeah.
But was anyone else emotional? I was getting when anyone cries, I want to cry. It's like when people yawn.
I mean,
you
she
have
just
to
got
yawn.
back from that ordeal with the baby mama driving the
Whoa.
car.
I
And
felt bad for Niecy. She was a teen mom.
lot.
But
you
she's
know
going
what?
through a lot.
You know how Caribbean people say, if you don't hear, you feel? So
Yeah.
Niecy got to feel. She got to feel these
she had,
situations.
yeah, I
'cause-
think she had to see that girl driving that car to like really, you know
Okay.
what?
Great point, because I forgot to bring that up. Niecy finds out that Dante has a side piece.
I
Actually,
think-
probably a main
no,
piece.
a second baby mama.
Second baby
second
mama.
baby's
That child is
mother.
the same age as her.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Not Travion,
the
her
baby,
daughter,
yeah.
Isabel.
Travion is 15 years old.
Travion,
Oh my
10
God.
years old.
First of all, I feel like with Travion, when he was upset talking about that wasn't, he said, I want to be their family. Like, well, that is your sister. Like, she could have given him something.
should have
like,
said that.
This is your family.
She was like,
She just
no,
left
But
him
see,
hanging.
it's not.
she's a child. She doesn't know
right.
how
Yeah.
to
Right.
frame things to make people feel better because she's
right.
a child.
Also, she had her daddy. She don't know what it's like to not have her dad.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
though I guess she didn't have her mom, so it might be hard for her to explain.
Well,
to
she
him.
had
Well,
her
she
mom.
has Jill Scott's her mom.
Yeah, Jill Scott's her
So
mom.
she's
Oh,
just
I forgot.
she's just unstable,
Oh,
or
right,
she
right,
was
right.
unstable.
She's a world traveler.
Yeah, she's doing her thing. She's
Yeah.
living
fair.
life.
living her
See,
life.
see, that's why I feel for Niecy. But how mature was she with the baby the next baby mama.
Yeah, they had their
Yeah.
little
I wasn't
moments.
expecting
Set
that.
up a little play
you know
date.
what?
No, you didn't.
So
you didn't
here's.
buy it?
So let me just get into that because I totally forgot. Thank you so much. See,
That's why we're here. We're here for you.
I totally forgot to bring that up. But I was not a fan of that scene because I think for me, it perpetuates an issue that women put up with being one of the multiple women in a man's life, and then let's unify, let's have play dates.
We're friends now.
Let's be friends, and now it's okay. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of even perpetuating those kind of scenes.
But it
understand
happened, and this is now this child's half sibling.
Yeah.
But why
So-
is it still happening in the Black community?
It
If
is
we
still
don't-
happening.
We see it on television, and it's like it becomes normalized.
Yeah.
That's very
I think
true.
it's because, and I don't have children, but I think once kids are involved, people try to make different decisions for the kids at
course.
times.
I think they should do that.
because they don't want them to be affected by the drama that the adults
Yeah.
are causing. I heard something on Steve Harvey today. A man called in, said he was divorced. He has a new relationship, but his ex-wife is causing problems in his new relationship because she's saying, and he has custody of the child. So it's like, because of the children, they were trying to find a way to make things work, but grown-ups are the ones causing the problems all the time.
Always.
You watched Steve Harvey?
Listened on my drive to work.
You listened to Steve Harvey today?
You know, I have a long drive.
Steve Harvey has great motivational things to
Right. Early in the
say.
morning,
He's inspiring many times.
Is it the Trump thing? Was it that? Or just the
I hope it's not the Trump thing.
think like a lady?
It's beyond the Trump thing.
Okay.
All right.
While I respect his hustle, I'm not Team Steve Harvey right now.
It's just, I like some of the music that they play on their station. You know, I
You
switch
can listen to that music on any station.
You know, I flip flop between him and Ryan Seacrest and the Ryan's Roses. You know, I just
I
Ryan's
like Steve Harvey.
Roses.
Not afraid to say it. I think he's motivational. I think he's a great.
Steve
I loved his career. I loved his career path. Like
it's interesting to watch.
I'm proud
right?
of him. Yes.
I mean,
So PJ, PJ gets Ava, his mentor's daughter, an internship interview
yes.
at Great Day USA, not Steve Harvey show. Jeez Louise. And we find out that Ava stole a bottle of liquor.
now let me ask you
my
a question.
gosh.
Here it is. MJ is helping out Ava, this woman she don't even know.
Doesn't.
Do you think had PJ said, "Hey sis, can you get me an internship?" Would she have said, "Okay, let me hook you up"? Because PJ was, you
For
know,
himself?
She
Yeah.
would not. I don't
I
think
feel
she
like
would.
she made it easy for this girl.
Because she would be like, "You're my brother. It's inappropriate."
Yeah,
like
but
she-
since there's like degrees of separation.
I know, but I feel like she said there were only like 12 slots at this station for interns, and she made it very easy for this young woman she didn't even know to get this position.
Because that young woman got money.
Exactly.
On
She
the
just
street-
assumed
yeah.
she has money, so I'm gonna help her. She's gonna be great because she has
Yeah.
money.
Because
I was honestly
money will come back around for you.
True. I'm waiting.
It's not right though.
This girl,
But I see why
How
MJ
did
did
she
it.
just grab this big old bottle of alcohol?
She pulled a Winona
Put it in
Ryder
her
and
purse.
just
Okay,
stole
we're going.
some.
Like you were in the office by yourself. Like what?
Right.
Rich kids love to do devious things.
Yes,
I'm
they're
telling you.
bored. They're bored.
Like the bling ring.
Can we say kudos? Can we say kudos to PJ to turning her down? She's like, "Come back and drink with me." He was
Yes.
like,
She
"Take
wanted
this
PJ.
bottle out your hand."
Yes.
She
Go
wanted
home.
him.
He is changing.
Do you think that she gonna try to push up on
Yes,
PJ in an
yes,
inappropriate
yes,
way?
I do.
He
continuously
now.
I do.
until yes.
But I think he's really wisened up.
But do you? But here's the next question: do you think her mama's putting her up to pushing up
Yes.
PJ?
Yeah,
Because I think
agree.
her
I
mom
think
knows.
she's testing him.
I think her
think
mom
that-
is like, "Hey, girl, so get some liquor. Maybe get some of that white stuff. Offer it.
She knows her daughter. Yeah,
Yeah, offer it.
I
See
think
what
it's
he
all
does.
her own.
No, I think it's the mom.
I've had too
I wouldn't
many.
be surprised.
I've known too many people like this Ava girl.
Oh,
so-
really?
Oh yes, I grew up in the suburbs. There are plenty of Avas there.
Honey, I'm from Seattle. There ain't many black people. I grew up around rich white people. So I
That
know
was
the
my
Avas,
life.
Okay. Wait.
I think it's all her.
And no disrespect, okay? Love everybody, but I know plenty of Avas. Joan and Mrs. Patterson have a blow up at the Jack and Jane meeting. So
Showdown.
Mrs. Patterson went to the meeting and she was not invited. And
She
she
was
came.
She said, "You
She
ain't gonna hold me
came
back."
she came to serve and to come for blood up in there. She said, "You are not going to deny me." What we find out is everybody got tea and filth.
And they spilled it.
God.
They
Bankruptcy,
spilled it.
divorce.
I'm leaving my husband. We all got problems.
Yes.
And Joan is the woman's name.
Yeah, Joan with the crooked wig.
I know she had issues, but I thought
She didn't say nothing.
like,
Joan was like,
giving the
y'all
side
got problems. I
eye,
feel sorry
She's
for
like,
you.
yeah, you too. I thought Joan should have been like, you know what? We're a community. Let me out myself too. But she,
But in those circles, isn't there that one person that's like, I'm following the rules. This is how it
Yes.
should
Yes.
be. So
And she probably
Always.
has the worst kind of drama that she's not
Yes.
telling anybody about.
Her
Please.
husband's probably whooping her ass every night. So they have
that's
they have
not
a
funny.
big blow.
Abuse is not funny. I
It's
just
not
laughed
funny.
At the wrong time.
I'm just saying. It's
it's the wine.
Happy Valentine's Day. Dante hits up Niecy to come to the corner and talk to him.
Child,
Oh my God,
Dante
come
came
to the
rolling up on that
corner.
bicycle.
Now, mind you,
ride
Patrick
up
and
the
Mr.
driveway?
Patterson had a big conversation about what to do with your kids.
I love that
Patrick
scene.
probably wanted to come in and interject
Yes.
at that moment, but you see, he said, "Let my child do what she got to do." I was very proud of Patrick.
Your instincts, girl.
I like that scene. And I like seeing Patrick and his dad just have a
Yes.
good, positive moment together. Because remember when Patrick had been backsliding?
Yeah,
Papa
Patrick
was
is
mad.
He's
Yeah.
really trying.
He's great.
But she stepped to Dante like,
But Niecy flexed on Dante.
Bossed up finally.
Bossed up
don't
real
call
quick.
me. Oh my God,
Do it.
Dante.
Reenact.
I can be the Dante because it's not that hard. I can be him.
Niecy.
That's how it is.
Let me. This is my imitation of Dante. Niecy, why are you tripping? Come on, bro.
Don't call me.
So Deja finally gets into Jack and Jane. MJ and PJ get some ribs from back home. Okay,
She was
they try to
loving them
FaceTime
ribs.
their family. By the way, my mom being in Seattle, I'm here. It's like it's so hard to get her hooked on tech. Like,
Yeah.
she can't do it.
I asked
My mom can't do it.
My grandparents can do it. I asked my grandfather to take me to the bank to make a deposit, and he said, "Why didn't you just take the picture?"
Oh.
Played me.
Oh.
He played me. Yeah,
wow.
he knows about the app. So,
Shout out to
Wow.
Grandpa.
okay,
Yes,
and they
Grandpa.
FaceTime. They have FaceTime with me. So
Wow.
yeah, they're in their 70s, by the way. So people are learning.
Your grandparents are in their
Wow.
70s?
Yes, they
My
are.
mom is like almost 70. That's crazy, yo.
My grandma's 72. Hey, Gram. She just learned how to Uber, so I'm proud of her for that. Yeah.
Look at that.
My mom has the Apple Watch, and every time she calls me, she's like, "Does it sound like I'm on the watch? Is I'm on the watch?" I'm like, I don't know, Mom.
So
I don't know.
We're gonna be like that one day, guys.
No.
Maturation. Speaking of maturation, Niecy gets fancy. She gets dressed up. She takes her son out to have a final spin in the car, which I thought was beautiful. Even though it's kind of irresponsible, because what if you spin out of control and something happens
Yeah,
to
you're
you?
going to return this
Yeah.
car.
But she gave her son a very big lesson in that moment.
Yeah, she did.
And I was proud of her. And see, that was what she missed when that child was talking about his family.
Yeah.
But in that very short span, she got mature.
Yes.
Yeah, but I
proud.
thought she was getting dressed up to one, either go on a job interview, two, go see the child, Travion's daddy.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
To be like, okay, this is what you wanted. Here you go, your daddy for 5 minutes. So I was a little thrown off by the joy
confused.
Yeah,
ride
me
scene.
But I'm
too.
looking cute in the selfies. I'm like, what are you getting ready for, Niecy?
Yeah, where is this taking
She's
us?
she's going to evolve into a new Niecy. I do believe
I
that.
mean,
Yes.
it's about time.
Ooh, let's think. Like, what if Niecy get a hair salon? I need her to be a business owner, like
Yeah.
one of the
So,
boss girls. in
Let's do
Atlanta.
predictions.
Okay.
Let's do predictions. Do you want to start?
Sure.
Hey, yo, voice of God, can we get a prediction, little animation popping off? Black Hollywood Live predictions, being Mary Jane.
That's an AfterBuzz thing. We don't have a soundbite for BHL.
Just
Well, that'll work.
Okay.
That works too. Okay.
Prediction.
Predictions. What's going to happen next week?
Predictions.
Mind
Okay,
you,
sorry.
this week we did not have Mary Jane at work. Icebox, bro.
Yeah.
Yes,
we
I
got-
like it.
Mariana.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
So what are the predictions? Thank you, voice of God.
Thank you. I hope that we see some growth from her in the next episodes. I would like her to open up a nail or hair salon since that is her area of expertise. Mary Jane did say, I want you to find your thing. You're a smart girl. You can do this. And I think this heartache from Dante finally has made her wise up. And the loss of $150,000, a nice car, your man, you wise up when things get rough. So hopefully we're going to see, because we've seen her daddy, change, her brother change. Everybody's changing around Niecy, but she's kind of been staying the same.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Paris?
I'm bringing it back to the first episode with the matchmaker
Okay.
that said that she couldn't match MJ. I'm thinking that we're gonna figure out why she said this soon. That's why. Because Lee's gone. I'm figuring we're gonna get more into MJ and why this matchmaker realized that MJ wasn't ready.
And where did Lee go again?
He's on
was
tour
on-
in the
he's on tour.
Midwest.
Oh, right.
He's on tour.
So Lee's working finally.
Yeah.
He's doing
See?
something.
Is he in the
Hopefully
country or
he's
out of the
working.
country?
He's in the country.
Okay.
I think something's gonna happen with PJ and Ava, but not. I think he's gonna get caught in some mess, but like it won't really be his fault, but it'll look bad. Like I feel like something is gonna happen.
gonna be
Messy.
caught in
Something's
the
gonna be
fire.
messy.
Okay.
Yes.
Lee ain't coming back.
Oh.
He's just gone.
Let the beat right out.
That's it.
Boom.
So Lee is out of town on tour. His
What if he
tour
has-
bus is gonna crash. He's going to die.
Always has
Place again.
she always has the
Jeez.
craziest
Dying now?
predictions.
And,
Maybe he has a woman on the road.
and the matchmaker is gonna call her that morning and say,
Okay.
I have somebody for you. She'll be like, oh no, because I'm so into this new guy.
Oh my God.
Then he's gonna die in a bus crash.
Oh.
And then maybe she'll get with Michael Ealy's character.
Wait,
I mean,
where
we
was
know
Michael
that's
Ealy?
gonna-
No, Kara, no Michael Ealy.
Well, we weren't
Let
in
me
the
get back
office
in the
much
room.
this time.
You're right. You're right.
Except when the girl
right.
stole the bottle of
Well, look,
vodka.
if you have a prediction and you think I'm just crazy or you agree with me, either way, make sure you guys engage with us on Black Hollywood Live Online, BHL Online across the board. Go on the YouTube. Make sure you guys comment. You know I love to read those. Also, go to the podcast, subscribe, and leave reviews. 5 stars if you're nice. I love that. Between now and next week, make sure you guys engage with me on social media at So McCall Hall when sports and pop culture collide. And where can they stalk you?
And you can find me on Twitter at Sarah Lyons, Lyons with a Y.
You guys can stalk me on Instagram and Snapchat at Paris Rose.
And let me know what you thought about tonight's show at Tsahai. That's SayHitsahai on Snapchat, Instagram, or Twitter.
Now look, it's Valentine's Day. Whether you got a bae or you just love it on yourself, make sure that love is always the centerpiece. We'll see you next week on Black Hollywood Live. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.